all Christians are priests. This might come as a shock to you. You might think, no, Father Smith is a priest, I'm not a priest. I'm referring to the common priesthood, or the priesthood of the faithful. We are all baptized priest, prophet, and king. Now, Christ is true priest, and there's two participations in this one priesthood of Christ. There's the ministerial priesthood, the priests that serve our dioceses and parishes, and then there's also the common priesthood, which we're going to look at today. These differ not in degree, but in nature. What do I mean? Well, I'm going to use a food analogy, because food analogies are my favorite. It's not like chocolate. It's not like Father Smith is 90% priest and I'm 10% like light chocolate. No, he's not dark chocolate, I'm not light chocolate. They're different in nature. He's a different priest by his nature as a ministerial priest than I am in the common priesthood. But you are still a priest. So let's unpack what this means. Peter tells us about it in 2 Peter, one of my favorite books of the Bible, and it's actually probably one of his baptismal homilies. And he tells them, you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's own people, that you may declare the wonderful deeds of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. What he's reminding his listeners, and his listeners, mostly Jews, would have realized what he was alluding to. He was reminding them of back in Exodus. Remember when before Moses goes up to Mount Sinai, what's he tell his people? But he tells them that they are a chosen nation, a royal priesthood. They are to be a kingdom of priests. But then he goes up Mount Sinai, and we know the rest of the story, right? He comes back down, there's a golden calf incident, and everybody gets in trouble. But Christ continues to renew this covenant with his people. We see his covenants being renewed all throughout the Old Testament. And then there's a new covenant foreshadowed by Jeremiah and sealed in the upper room, sealed at the cross, this new and everlasting covenant. This is the covenant to which we are heirs. And so what Peter is telling us is reminding us of this call that we are a holy priesthood. What does that mean in your life? Well, it means you are to unite your bodies, as Paul tells us in Romans, to make our bodies a living sacrifice. We are to offer up, not necessarily lambs and goats and bulls, but to offer up our lives in sacrifice, those daily annoyances, those little crosses that we have to carry, even the joys we offer up as a living sacrifice, as a kingdom of priests. Think about at the Mass. What does the priest pray? But he says, pray, brethren, that my sacrifice and yours may be acceptable to the Almighty Father. We join with the priest at the Mass and offer up our lives as a kingdom of priests in sacrifice to God, an acceptable sacrifice because we unite it with the perfect sacrifice of Christ on the cross. And that's a little theology in 3 minutes.
Hey friends, I have exciting news. I have a book coming out. I know you're thinking, I have your book. No, a new book. It's called Making a Pilgrimage, a Companion for Catholics. And I have a special offer for my community. So head over to joanwatson.faith and sign up for my email list if you're not already on it. I am going to have a limited time promo code for 15% off Making a Pilgrimage when it comes out. So stay tuned for more details. I have lots to talk about. Really excited about this book. But for now, joanwatson.faith, sign up for my email list and stay tuned for that limited time promo code.